Boy, did I screw up today. I thought I was off today. So I got up and I started working in my backyard. And this lady is looking at me holding this dog over my fence. I forgot I was going to work today. So anyway, I ran in the house really quick. Got all my pants and my work shoes and ran over here. So, oh my God, I'm so glad she came looking for me because I work right next to my house and it's all in the same yard. Sometimes I work extra days just to make some extra money, so I figured I'd throw in an extra day. But my 8 o'clock canceled, and then she was coming at 10:30, and so I just figured, oh, my 8 o'clock canceled, I just forgot. Anyway, she had 2 dogs. So this one is a Shih Tzu, and they are both getting shaved down with a 7-blade. This dog hair grows a lot faster than the other one that's here with her. I'll show you the picture right here. They're both girls, but this one is a Shih Tzu mix. So before the bath, I have to shave all this hair off, or this one is not going to dry. Her hair is so thick, and she has a really smushed in face, so her tear stains make extra hard, crusty eye boogers. Here's a little tip if you're a groomer. If you ever see a discolored section of hair, a lot of times it's a wart they're chewing on, and I just felt a wart. So what I'm going to do is just come back in this spot where there's a wart and just cut the hair from away from it so I don't have to worry about cutting this wart with my clipper later. It's going to stand out and I'll be able to see it. I got to get this hair away from her eyes or her eyes will never get clean in the bathtub. I'm shaving out the corners of her eyes, actually very carefully with a 40 blade. I don't recommend that anybody else does that because it can be dangerous if you scrape the skin too hard. It's just so matted in here. Nothing else is sharp enough to cut this hair off. There we go. Good job. Hold on. A little bit more. There we go. I'm going to leave the top of her head just a little bit longer than her body, just so she doesn't look so scalped. We're getting there. Hold on. Okay. Well, nobody mentioned when they dropped her off that she had fleas. And that means the dog she was here with had fleas too. I don't understand why people wouldn't tell me that when they dropped the dog off. It's not like I wouldn't notice. If I'm not looking for fleas, I might not see them. And then your dog might not get a flea bath. And then all the dogs that are in the groom shop are at risk of getting fleas. They need to go right in the bathtub and get a flea bath when they come in. So she's getting a flea bath, but luckily there's no other dogs here. Her eye crusties are so bad. I'm letting them soak while she's in the tub, but I'm also going to use this little comb here to try to loosen them up. But they're on there pretty good. After letting her soak for a few minutes, I'm rinsing her off. I'm having a really hard time trying to remove her eye boogers, so I'm going to use this little Q-tip with some water to try to loosen it up. I'm just blow drying her for a few minutes before I put her away. She's getting a number 7 blade all over. Her owners usually want her longer, but luckily she's in bad shape. She can't stand that well, and I think she said her front shoulder is popping out or something. Anyway, today we're just trying to get her done as fast as possible, so we're not going to worry about what she looks like. We just need the hair off. I'm shaving out the pads of her feet with a 40 blade. I'm shaving out her poo-poo area with a 10 blade under her belly where she pees and under her tail. Her nails are really long. They grow fast. The other dog that she came here with, that dog's nails weren't that long, but this dog, they grow twice as fast as the other dog's nails. It's only been, I think it's been about 3 months since she's been here. But they're curling all the way around back into the pads of her feet. That can't feel too good to walk on. And here they are after they're cut. They don't go back that short because there's a vein in them and they'll bleed. But it's a big improvement. I'm trimming her ears short and making them nice and round. Get this out of here. Okay, I am trying to get the rest of this goopy stuff out from her eyes, but it's just stuck on and I don't want to scrape her skin. So it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better than it was. Her head always looks weird when I'm done grooming it. Her forehead has really loose, wrinkly skin. So her her eyebrows or eyelids, her eyes always hang over. If that makes sense. The tops of her eyes are always big and puffy. And it just looks weird. But that's because she has a lot of extra loose skin up there. At one time, I had 5 Shih Tzus, but they've all gotten old and passed away, and yesterday I had to put the last one to sleep. His name was Albert, and he was 16, so it's a sad day, because he slept with me every day for 16 years. But he was mixed with Corgi, so he looked like a Shih Tzu, but he was just bigger and longer. I'll show you a picture of him right here, while I'm still trying to get out her eye boogers. I don't know. Guys, here's a thought. You really should keep up with this at home so it doesn't get this bad.
That's it.
Just saying.
Girl.
We're almost done here. Like I said, she's not going to be perfect. She was a little overdue. I'm just trying to round off her ears and blend them in, and round off her face and blend it in. And the big moment she's been waiting for. I have a couple Halloween bandanas left over, and this one ties on. So she is getting witch theme Halloween bandana. So I just left a little bit of hair on her tail. It's still fluffy. And a little bit of hair on her ears. A very short beard because she don't need all that hair if you ask me. And she will be back in a couple months.
All right, you're all done.